This is Kelvin Grandfather Musical Youth, live on Big Stone TV. 2025, more music.
So actually, it was on your way to Jamaica when you was packed up and everything.
Yeah, well, the suitcase did already packed through, so we just leave from the record company and we find ourselves in Jamaica. We end up at the video over here, Heartbreaker, and the one in Port Antonio.
So you
never gonna give you up.
So hold on there. You actually went #1 before you did the video, Pass the Dutchie video.
No, we did no. What we did do that first.
Mm-hmm.
We did even do an original version of Youths of Today as well.
Yeah.
But remember, we were getting a fight, because remember that if you look at past that, it's a red, gold, and green speaker box, outside of the House of Parliament, not Parliament, At that time, Margaret Thatcher was in, the Iron Lady, so, and easy thing for if we get through with that, We did get through with that, but we never get through with Youths of Today for Heartbreaker because we did grab up and deal with Superman, and America come down upon us and say, oh, if we mash up them era like that. That was 007, sorry, 007, sorry, forgive me. Right, them wouldn't play that because we hang up for them era them as black children.
Coming to the rescue of helping Superman because he was on a table that they was going to kill him, some bandit.
Okay, so you were the rescuer of Superman.
Yeah. The skin never work with them how it work out. So them have. So to be honest, in the music world, they have we up anywhere. And to be honest as well, when we were starting, I was doing all these shows, most of the bands, them, what are still around today, never want to play with me and still don't want to play with me, Junior have his own technique because the drummer, and Patrick have his own technique, and Phil Collins, Phil Collins, even him did in an argument, we did what conversation with Tony to take Junior and Patrick away from the band, because he did want them himself.
Okay, himself.
So this is what we were saying. These youths was highly developed, spiritual, mentally, physically. We do some things
musically too. Yeah.
And we did giant like this. Everything we were together. School and this and that, and so we were tight, very, very, very tight unit.
So let me ask you a question, because maybe the world don't know this on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
How was this song, Pass the Dutchie, introduced to the people?
Well, we used to sing Pass the Dutchie along with other songs, right? Now, I'm sure it was Heavens in London, Heavens Club, we did play that song. And one of the guys from MCA must have come to Tony and said, really like that song. Really.
It was when Charlie here from the A&R department of MCA come to the rehearsal.
Oh, it was the rehearsal part.
To listen to the 15 songs then we were practicing for the first album.
Yeah, the original.
Right, and when he was about an hour and a half late.
Yes, I remember the lateness.
And so Freddie was killing some time, and Freddie was jamming and started to jam past the Dutchie.
Yeah.
And then same time Charlie here walking. Right, and says, I like that song. Right? And we say it's not part of our repertoire.
Yeah.
We were jamming, you kill some time. It's but I like it.
So Tony.
We're telling that it's a song where Rastaman is singing about smoking herbs and so forth. So we can't have kids saying that. So he says, but we could change it and to pass the Smarties or the Mars. So I says, no, he's over 3 years been grooming them to play musically and professionally, so I don't really want no gimme. That's all.
Yeah.
So listen to what we have, our own material, and we'll come back to that after. So you listen to the 15th song and select what you wanted and ask me to go in the studio the following day and demo it. Right?
Yeah. I remember part of that interview with you when you said you went home and
so
the
I went
Dutchie
home,
thing.
right, and I was hungry and I saw my wife for something. He just said, "We're looking at the Dutchie."
Yeah.
And immediately, said, "Dutchie, Dutchie, how do you feel when you have no food?"
Yeah.
So I called Freddie now, the musical director. I said, "Freddie, I have it, And the next day, I went to the studio and record past the Dutchie as such, right, along with some other tracks. And I said, I have the master to this day right now.
And that is how
it come about. Yeah.
From the original, the mouth himself,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that voice, ladies and gentlemen, was the voice I just interviewed, Tony Owens, founding fathers for the world acclaimed, world famous group, the Musical Youth. I want to take time out and big up Delton Johnson. So big up Kelvin.
Delton Johnson, Solid love and light.
So we don't want to leave your fan base hanging. No. So big up yourself, Delton. Thank you for joining in. So Musical Youth came and took the world by storm. Tell all fishtail, limousine, pick it up.
Yeah, all these things.
So you came to Jamaica and you did the videos and so on. Take us from there. What happened?
Well, we're in Jamaica. We were doing...
First time coming to Jamaica at that time?
That was the first time, yes, because straight away, that was the first time for me.
Okay.
So as I come to Jamaica, it was Don Carlos, who was one of the first artists I meet.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously with Sugar from before and Jackie, but I just start going because Jack Ruby, there was so much. Stephen, Rita, Marley, Ziggy, Big Youth. I just start go around the whole camp. Ika Mouse, on the bus, what is that gentleman name now? The elder.
Bass player?
No, the singer, vocalist. He was on the bus with us outside of Randy's.
His name is...
I shouldn't forget that day because I'll know me still playing songs.
My friend group together.
Yes, that's him.
Jarrett.
Winston Jarrett.
Yeah.
And, okay, Winston Jarrett.
There wasn't, and my little spa Billy Boy. So I mean, because I'm kind of little Harry too, but because them was round about little older than me, I
kind of
gel with some Billy Boy, was.
But if you look at the lineup of Steve Marley, Billy Boy, and so on, those are great youths. Even today, they're multi-millionaires, multi-superstars, and so on. But before we go much further, Augusta Kessler is healing you up all the way from Argentina.
Greetings, Augusta. How are you? Blessed
Argentina.
Love. Enough respect.
So big up yourself.
Yeah, man. We're live.
Yeah. So So you come to Jamaica and you start to mingle now, wider with all these artists and so on.
Yes.
What happened after that? After this monster hit, how did you feel now to know that you're finally, because a lot of people, Kelvin, have clamored for a number one hit. They come second on the chart, third on the chart, but they never made a number one hit. They're even famous today, but they never had a number one song. So you as a young kid with a number one song, how does that make you feel individually?
To be honest, you see how me look now is the same way me feel then. I don't roots, reggae, rock, rasta, liberty. I don't have no time to change exactly how you remember me before. That is exactly how I perform now. Maybe older, but I do. My vocal, I've homed it to the spiritual style I needed, and I say the right words, what is recommended, and I appreciate everybody, appreciate love everybody, and that's it. I don't have a need for to be in this popularity moment and this flavor of the day. No. When we come here, the same fish I will eat, I go, and when I come back, it's the same fish me I go back for again, and it's everything.
Nothing changed.
No, not with me. not with me. My elder is still here. My elder is in front of me. I love them, and I still learn from them every day. And that is my food. And I'm God fearing.
Exactly.
So,
All right. Well, from 7 to 12,
mhm.
in a teenager, what's that happening for you? You're
Well,
becoming a little bit more mature now, and so on. And
I was just concentrating on the art of music consistently. I never take. We work, sleep, and all this is music. Lose a whole heap of female friends to music. A lot of the guys what used to work because I never ride bike till we up in 15, 16.
Really?
Yeah,
Never-
because we have time to ride which bike and you can play a string and play and get some good sound out of studio.
Yeah.
I never have time. To be honest, I didn't have the interest.
Okay.
I had the interest in always watching my elders.
Okay.
And that was my interest. Sorry about that, but that was my interest, just to watch the elders, learn from the elders, especially the artists and the musician them, and to see what was going on. And we were catered for well. You understand me? We were looked after well, spiritually, physically, and we eat the right food, and we got to bed at the right time. And then when we have to bleach and do the long run, we already prepared for that. We're fresh, clean. We know if we behave. We know if make yourself healthy and
When you start to see your images appear in like cartoons and other things and so on, what did you say to yourself?
I didn't know about all of those things. I knew that was happening. It's only when the group, everybody got them different way in the band, and later on when I'm coming back to Jamaica now in my own vibration, I start to realize how big I was because I never. It's not I might read a quick headline what them say, but that's a headline. My head was full of songs and set lists and all these things. It's only when the group, go that way, then I realized people still are calling the iconic songs. They're calling me a lot of names, like great names and this. And I'm looking at them, but like them won't know who me is, and then when them find out now, the eyeball get big and they can't shut and I'm on them. But I'm talking to you for the last 2 hours, everything is fine, and all of a sudden you find out who my name is, and then your eye can't shut and all these type of things. This is why I kind of like just keep back because I noticed there's a certain type of behavior which I says that I don't really need that,
Is it fraudulent? You say, because if you don't know, you don't know.
No, I understand.
So somebody see you. All right, like for instance, when you came here, I was more focused on Tony Owen.
No, I over that. I
right?
respect that.
And my friend Brez never tell me that musical youth is a whole house that clean up on the veranda all the thing there and not even a cobweb inside and so on. The music and you, Jesus Christ.
I'm honored I went to be honest. This is what I'm trying to say to you all. See, because I love music so much, nothing in music entertainment miss me. So when I walk through the door, me already know who you was.
Okay.
Everything in entertainment is to do with me, what me love. So that's why me recognize you before you recognize me. And I saw it, God, this is life. I have to read upon every artist. So artists out there, I feel like me don't know what I'm going in a car. I'm 51 years, I rock it from 5, so I know what everybody and everybody behavior, really. Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of years worth of experience. You've been doing it from Saltfish and Shingle over the like that.
Right.
Your career, as you said, the group became older and the people got maybe what was it, distraction, or they just wanted to branch out?
It's funny how 5 people can be in one band, yet still at the same moment 5 people can have 5 different experiences. Wow. And I think that is one of the main things, because there was a new singer coming, and when he done his vocal, I know that I had to play guitar and DJ to help.
Yeah, to enhance system.
Yeah, to help this, but because remember we did lose already 50%, so him only come and put on maybe a 10%, about 40% was missing. So we have to put on the DJ and the energy to to surround him to make him feel as one, through the help of Mr. Owens.
All right. Since you went there and we're talking about all five kind of separated, so the first loss,
Patrick.
what was it to you?
As a young man,
How old were you at the time, Kelvin, when Patrick passed away?
I must have been about. I must have been about 16, between 16 and 17. I was just getting to understand my life now because out of music, I was just getting to understand my life. Patrick was my heartbeat, and so was Junior. They were my backbone. If I want to go to war in music business, these were the man them I have beside me and I can boast it, although me never me just do my thing because they balance me left and right. When Patrick gone now, there was no intention of me going to even think about finding another bass player because it would have taken another 6 to 7 years for me to train, not me, but the outfit to train to be on the level of Patrick because we were already playing fretless instruments at that young age and blindfolded. So to make somebody come in that would have been maybe give them a heart attack, they would have believed that we are bullied them. So when I lose him, I lose. It's like I had to get back part of myself. That is one of the reasons I can keep back a bit. Because if we were gonna form the band, then Patrick, there needed to be a bass player. Patrick could play, all sorts of different type of bass, up, down, you understand me? Everything in style was just him on one. And I felt useless, to be honest. I did feel really useless at that time because him gone. So thank God Junior was still there.
Was he ill for a long time and so you kind of knew this was coming?
No, I only realized after the show in Negril, Samsara, when we were there, we were on stage and I hear pie. And when we turn around, we see a bass string bust. And we say, but bass string cannot bust. But full moon it out there, the moon looked like it's like you could have jumped straight off on the stage into the moon. Because I was like, oh, this moon's beautiful. Look at it. It's right here. We can just left off on the stage and walk straight tonight. But concentrating on the stage, we were doing the performance and there was a lot of artists were there. And a lot of artists was at every show. It was in Jamaica anyway, but that one was the last one before we started the Caribbean tour. But when we hear after about the second or third song, me pie, and he says, "What that?" And we turn round, and Patrick just was not himself, and the bass string. It's only when them take him off stage and Fred come on stage and I play bass. That time, Missy realized it's a different bass to my fuse because the bass string bust. And I think it's the third string, so it's a thick string, I can't bust so much guitar string, never mind bust bass string. So it's a proper energy, come down on the gentleman there and I just take my time and we have to. There's no showbiz like showbiz we know, so we know to continue with the show. And we have to continue with the show no matter. That's how we will be in trained. You understand me? But these little things, was in the back of our mind. So it
on the stage. That's why the string burst.
Well, what as far as we know, our energy touch him. That's so because for him to burst a bass string, I can't even burst the worst. The guitar string, the sixth string, never mind, him go burst the third string, it ticks up and it busts. So I know says something never too right with him, but God is good. And we have to continue with the show, and we did continue with the show until the passing of Patrick, which was a great loss to music because that young man I sure was going to show a lot of teach a lot of people how to play a certain type of spiritual bass.